My mom made it very clear she did not really want us to be there anymore. The door got locked. I'd sleep in the hallway waiting for the door to open. You know, this was 14 years old, 15 years old. I'd go to my friend's house to shower and get ready for school. I started sleeping at his house more often than not. My boyfriend, he was abusive. So I had that going on in that home, and then me finding out I was pregnant. That's where our place became a big thing for me, and that's where I met Sherry.
So I met Misty, who was 15 years old, coming to school hungry. DCYF did become involved. She was placed in foster care, pregnant.
I was going to high school, and then I would walk across the bridge over, go to our place, just learning what to expect when the baby was gonna come. They kept helping me all through delivery.
When I was young, I wasn't as aware of the struggles as I am now. Now I can kind of see the bigger picture and get a bigger understanding of what was going on, especially when my mom was 15 and she was pregnant with me. The fact that she was able to do that as a single mother definitely was inspiration for myself.
She's in foster care with a newborn baby, and she continued to participate in the Our Place program. This was the first time for her, and she just wanted to be the best parent possible. At that point, she even stopped going to school, and that's why we started working on her GED at age 16.
I would have never done that if it wasn't for her. Being where I am now, looking back, that was a huge deal.
A short period after that, Catholic Charities was given a grant for LNA classes. She had already spoken about wanting to help people and ultimately being a nurse.
I got my certificate at St. Teresa's nursing home for my LNA license, where I am today. Fast forward 25 years.
But that's in this room.
Really?
So that's me, that's you, and that's
Wow.
in this room.
You're younger than I am right now in that picture.
Yeah.
Obviously she's had setbacks and it just didn't stop her. She was gonna find a way no matter what.
I knew of Daniel from like the boys club. I was going through some tough times, and he was a close male friend at the time, and then that turned out to be a relationship that I'll never regret, of course.
During her second pregnancy, where she was married, she finally had, the family she wanted. Danny ends up being deported.
He remembers coming, but he was like 5 or 6 years old, and he stayed here ever since with his family. I didn't have much money, and Catholic Charities lawyers were the ones that were able to take on my case and help me to fight for getting my husband back. They did all of that, helping out on my behalf. I remember being really excited, but also, is this really happening? Is this true? Could this happen again? But they said that it was official. He was here to stay. Throughout all the years of him working here, he's like, I really want to be able to be a citizen. He did the amount of years he needed to. He studied, he got his citizenship, and now there's like no looking back. My daughter came here on her own around the same age that I was at LNA. And I remember when she called me, she said, you should really come here. And I said, why? And then she said, well, you always talk about going back to school, and they have this program to be an LPN. And I told her I'm going to do it. The deal with Pathways is you work in one of the Catholic Charities facilities for 12 months. I think they saw my readiness and my determination, and I was in right away.
Make sure you bend the knees.
I worked the 32 hours, and they would give me 40 hours pay. And I went to school full-time, and I studied full-time.
Graduating with high honors, Misty Rodriguez.
Sometimes I reflect and I'm like, oh my God, it's all Catholic Charities. All the programs I worked with that were the most significant in my life. From bringing children into this world, to keeping my family together, to now fulfilling my dream of being an LPN. There was no one else that I could find the help. It was only Catholic Charities.
Misty is somebody who knows how to work with the tools when she's given them, because she's just always had this drive inside with the biggest heart in the world.
I really look up to my mom in terms of when she got knocked down, she would always get back up. She always found a way. You guys put her in a position to succeed, and now she's in a position to give back. So it's pretty awesome how all these things worked out.
I wanted to say thank you to all the donors from years ago to today. I've been working with programs from Catholic Charities while raising all my children. And I thank you for your donation and your participation, and for knowing that you make a big difference in our lives. It's more than just a donation, it's changing a life. So I appreciate you and thank you.